In this video, I'm going to discuss some alternatives to Bonsai. If you're not loving it, but you love some of the things about it, or if you can't access it for some reason, I'm going to discuss some of my favorite alternative options, including one that you can get free for an entire year. So that's pretty cool. Hi, I'm Laney. I'm a wedding invitation designer, and I love to educate people on systems that will work for their business. So I have been educating on all of these systems for quite a while now, and I have tons more videos on all of them, as well as discount links that you can use that I'll put in the description of this video. I'd really appreciate if you use those if you enjoy this video. So the two most similar platforms to Bonsai are going to be HoneyBook and Dubsado, and to me, there's nothing like absolutely major that these guys have that Bonsai doesn't. It's more about kind of customization. Specifically with HoneyBook, they've done a lot lately to add to customization with what's called smart files. So smart files are basically all of these different things: contract, invoice, proposal, services, questionnaire, scheduler, and then you can start from scratch and you can mix and match those things as much as you want, as well as editing like everything about the way that it looks like. So as an example, here is a mood board just to show you like how custom it is. You can put themes together that match your brand. You can add images, change fonts, colors, just all kinds of things, and then also use the functionality of all those things like invoice, contract, etc. So if you want a lot of that customization, you're not going to get that in Bonsai, and I think that's where HoneyBook really pulls ahead. HoneyBook is only available in the US and Canada at this time, and it's also its own payment processor in the same way that Bonsai is, backed by Stripe, so kind of similar, kind of different there. Dubsado is going to have a little bit more customization than Bonsai, but not quite as much as with HoneyBook. So in your templates, for instance, you can absolutely like add photos, you can add these packages, you can customize the way they look, and I think they've done a really good job of updating this lately, so there is more customization available. However, it's not going to be quite as much as with HoneyBook. You can't take like service packages and contracts and proposals and like put all of those things together in the same type of flow that you can with HoneyBook. One thing that Dubsado does that I think is better than all of these systems combined is just their workflow automations. So when you go into their workflow section, they have so many different options. So let me show you some of the actions that can be taken. So these are all the different actions that you can automate within a workflow. In comparison, under clients, you will find automations within Hello Bonsai. And so I'll just show you the only automations you can do are schedule an event with Calendly or Bonsai, send a form, or send a message. Whereas with Dubsado, you have all these other options, and you even have a couple like meta options, such as pausing the workflow or holding the actions until something else happens. So they have the ability to react to other things that are happening within the workflow. And if automation is going to be key to your business, I absolutely would check out Dubsado. A couple of things that I absolutely love about Bonsai. So if you are thinking about switching, I really like that in Bonsai you have the ability to add in different accounts so that if you have money coming in from multiple places, you're not only bookkeeping or reporting on the money that is coming into Bonsai specifically, which is kind of a limitation that the other systems have. So with HoneyBook and Dubsado, they both integrate with QuickBooks. It's not 100% seamless integration, but it is pretty good. But in both cases, the reporting that is here in the system is only going to account for the money that is coming into the system. So if you have money coming in other places, the reporting is not super helpful from a bookkeeping perspective, and you have to add in any expenses kind of manually. I will say that having been an educator with HoneyBook, they are working on this feature and they are planning to add it. I don't think it's on Dubsado's roadmap at this point. So I think their reporting is going to continue to be self-contained here within Dubsado. I mentioned that HoneyBook is its own payment processor and it's available in US and Canada only. Dubsado is available anywhere in the world as long as you can connect to their payment processor. So they use Stripe, Square, and PayPal. So as long as you can connect to one of those payment processors, then you should be good. There are a few things in Bonsai that you can't do in these other systems. The time tracking works a little bit better, in my opinion, in Bonsai than these other systems. It connects your invoices a little better. And then a lot of the invoice options, such as the paying per word, being able to change the units on your invoices, the automatic late fees. Some of these have not made it to the other systems yet. So I absolutely think if some of those things are really important to you, check out the invoicing systems on HoneyBook and Dubsado before you switch, as there might be some features there that you'll miss. Now, of course, I can't talk alternatives without talking pricing. So these are your monthly prices. If you pay yearly, you will get 2 months for free, so it's a little nicer. They start at $25 a month. Professional is $39, business is $79. HoneyBook's pricing is a little different, so it's $19. If you use my code or the link in the description of this video, my code is just Laney, then you'll get 50% off and you can start for just $9.50, and then eventually you might want to upgrade to the Essentials package. I think that the starter in most of these cases has everything you need to really get started, and then there's a couple features that are going to be popular eventually on Essentials, but you can upgrade to that when you're ready. Dubsado is going to have similar pricing, so they have their starter plan. Again, I think this includes everything that you need, and then you can upgrade to like the automated workflows, scheduling, etc. on the Premier plan, which is $40 a month. So in the long run, these are all pretty similar. My Dubsado link will get you 30% off your first year. You can get 50% off your first year with HoneyBook. So there's a little bit of those discounts. And then Bonsai will kind of even out after those discounts kind of go away. So I don't think you should make a big decision based on pricing. I think you should make a decision more on the features and the interface that's going to be comfortable for you and your business. So in general, I love Bonsai. I think for simplicity's sake, it's going to be a great option. If payments and bookkeeping and things are really important to you, time tracking, etc. is really important to your business, then I would absolutely stick with Bonsai. HoneyBook's going to have a little bit more customization, and then Dubsado is going to really excel when it comes to those automated workflows. Otherwise, these three systems are very similar and can do a lot of the same things. They have forms, they have automated workflows, they have a calendar, they have tasks, they have invoices, contracts, etc. So I mentioned a fourth system that is actually, you can get it free for a year, which is kind of crazy. So Rock, Paper, Coin was actually made to kind of be a counterpoint to systems like these other ones. It's just a lot more simple. So if the issue you're having with Bonsai is that it's not simple enough and you don't really need all of those features, then definitely check out Rock, Paper, Coin. If you use my link, you can get it free for an entire year. There's no catch, I promise. So there are more limitations to what this system can do. It's not got all of those same features as the other three that I mentioned, but a lot of people that I talk to say that they have overwhelm of getting set up, and Rock, Paper, Coin offers white glove setup to every single person that signs up. So it's really easy to actually get going. You can get going within like a day or two here and be doing everything on the system. So it is great for reaching out to your contacts, communicating with them. You can share proposals, you can share contracts, you can share invoices, and then there's also like company and client folders, and they even have a Google Drive integration. So if you use a lot of Google Drive to work with your clients, just using some of these folders to communicate with them, you can do a lot of document sharing and file sharing here as well. So it kind of does all the basics. It's going to take the money, it's going to get them to sign the contract, the proposal, and then you can do all of this file sharing that you need to do with them throughout their project. I do just want to mention that it's not going to have those automated workflows. It's not going to have like forms and questionnaires. But for instance, if you're using Google Drive, you could always use a Google form and upload it directly into their file sharing for them. So this is a great option for people if something like Bonsai is feeling really overwhelming and you're not spending the time to get set up, because I know that can be a little bit difficult. So if this was helpful in understanding some of the reasons you may want to look at alternatives for Bonsai or may want to stay with Bonsai, HoneyBook and Dubsado are going to be very, very similar to Bonsai. So let me know if you have any questions about the specific differences, and I have a ton of videos that go more into features of all of these different platforms, and I do also have those affiliate links that will get you discounts and special deals if you use them. I'll put them all in the description of this video, and I'd really appreciate if you use those if you like this video. Thanks everyone.